Kamusta mga Insans? Welcome back to Welcome back mga Insans. Welcome to a special episode.
Let's go!
Insan out of basketball because
Today, well, it's a special pod. Me and Intan are together, as you can see.
me and my Insans.
My Insan, we are here at Nook. Let's go here at Richmond. Thank you, Nook, for having us here.
And thank you, Nook, for reuniting us Insans.
Yes, sir.
Nice to
Like, it's a very, very special pod today, Tan.
Yes.
We're talking about, of course, our usual three things here. But for today's segment, since it's special pod, we wanted to talk about why are we doing this. Because I think we already have a few people that are watching and they're kind of like, who are these people? Why are we watching two Insans? Why are we watching two cousins talk about hoops, talk about basketball? So that's our first thing today. But of course, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Be part of this hoop
Like and
journey
subscribe,
with
man.
us. We have a lot of people watching, but you guys are not subscribing, So don't forget to subscribe, to like, and let us know. Do you think it's better that we're together, kind of thing? Let us know in the comments. But yeah, today again, thank you, Nook, for having us. Why are we doing this, Tan? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing the ins and outs of basketball?
Good question, man. Good question.
Do you want me to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Well,
go ahead.
whenever we do this podcast, it's always fun, like to do it. And I think that's the main thing here. We just wanna have fun and talk about basketball because whenever we talk about basketball, it feels like time just goes by. And a lot of the times, when we're talking about basketball, like, tayo lang dalawang mag-insan, it's kind of like, wait, that's actually so interesting to talk about. And I think people would want to hear what we're talking about because we have crazy takes. We have interesting things that you're like, wait, I didn't know that's a thing, or I didn't know that's kind of like a thing in the NBA, that kind of stuff. So it's kind of nice to talk about that and learn that new stuff. So in a way, para siyang educational thing for everyone.
And funny thing is, when we thought about this,
Yeah.
we actually played basketball.
We were playing basketball.
And we were just like, throwing some ideas. We were just having fun playing basketball. I didn't think it was serious, but look at where we are
Look
now.
where we
man.
are. We're
We're at Nook, man.
Let's
We're at Nook, man.
We are
I
at
finally met you again, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Pero when we were talking and we were like just hooping around,
Yeah.
one of the main things we talked about was we need an NBA team back here. Because I think during this time, of course, I feel like every year there's always discussion like, oh, expansion team, all that kind of stuff. But I feel like I would say last year, like 2024, and this year 2025, there's always so much talk about like expansion of NBA.
Yeah.
And we were like, why don't we just get it started, man? Like let's have the experience in terms of, we can't play basketball anyways. Like our hopes and dreams are kind of like gone to play in the basketball. I mean, you don't know. But at the same time, I said to you, I think it's gonna be so cool and interesting, like being anywhere in that landscape, meaning like in that stadium, you're that person talking about NBA, you're that person, it can be anything. I could be a mob boy for all I care, and I'll have fun.
Yeah.
Right?
I could be a referee.
Oh yeah,
I
sir.
don't care, man. I don't care.
Exactly. So that's why it was like, why don't we just start doing this and like have this experience now? Because people like, like hinahanap ko, like I was searching how do you get into the NBA? There's so many ways, right? You can be a coach, you can be a player, all that stuff. Like you could be doing the back end stuff, like accounting, that kind of stuff. So we were like, let's just do our own thing, right? Let's do something different. It will be part of the NBA per se. And we were saying like we could be like Jeff Van Gundy or something, or we could be like who else like nagko-commentate ng games. I think it would be cool to have
Rich Jefferson, one of the funniest guys.
Richard Jefferson.
Yeah. My favorite.
You know, like, that I think that would be. Don't you think it would be cool? Like, you know,
Yeah.
when we're like 69, we're just like, what else can we do? Oh, let's commentate. We have an NBA team here now.
Yeah, man.
You know, we've been doing
Yeah.
this for, let's say, many years. It would be so cool to be doing this. We have the experience already. So
Yeah.
let's take the first steps now rather than later.
And one of we talked about, right? Like we want our NBA team back here, man. The Grizzlies, they didn't get a fair shot
They didn't.
for,
Yeah.
and I feel like we have an unfinished business.
Yes, sir.
We have a better city, and we're gonna talk about that in another segment. But our city is ready now, man.
Yeah, our city is so
Already is full of Asians, full of
Yes, sir.
Filipino.
Filipinos. And, you know, if you hear about Filipinos, for some reason, we're known for basketball.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
That arena is gonna be packed, man.
Yes, sir. Like Filipino Heritage Night every
Come
game.
on, man.
But, yeah, there's already so much talk, like why, you know, an NBA team should be back here. Like, you know, insert that Andre Iguodala clip.
If you could add one team to any city in the NBA, what would that city be?
Vancouver.
I was going to say that
Back in
next.
Vancouver.
Yes.
It was too early. Canada's ready. Like Vancouver is incredible.
Bro,
He was talking about, you know, where should be the next expansion. And he chose Vancouver.
Yeah.
He said that it was fun, like playing here and being here, all that kind of stuff. And yes, I know there is a lot of challenges being like on the other side of the
I
border.
think JJ Redick and Evan Turner
Also said, yeah.
also said he agreed. Like it's a good city
It
to
is.
have a team now. Yeah.
And I think a lot of those NBA players, or just players in general, are probably getting tired of all like this cities basically looking
Yeah.
the same. And being here in Vancouver is such a, you know, different atmosphere, different like fan base too.
Yeah.
Very diverse. So I think it'll be, you know, interesting to have that come back to us, right? Hello mga insan! Need a space to spark your next idea, your next podcast? Well, there's a co-working space here in Richmond. This is Nook Co-working and Events. We were inspired with the people here, the community here at Nook, and one of the many reasons we started this podcast.
So if you want this studio, this learning space, this podcast room, and just network with like-minded individuals, Nook and us, your instants, are giving away 20% of your booking into this podcast room. Try out the space here at Nook.
Use the code INSANS. That's INSANS. Don't miss out on this great opportunity.
Thank you again, Nook, for being part of this journey and assisting us for this podcast.
There's a lot of news about this expansion, about Vancouver being the top contender. And I don't know if you know, but like it's usually like a family that's buying a team, that kind of stuff. Let's say
Yeah.
talk about Lakers, right?
Genie Bus.
The
yeah.
Genie, the Bus family.
Yeah.
Here in Vancouver, like the family that owns the hockey team, I'm not fully aware who it is. It's also a family. So they are, I would say, one of those people that can easily get into that. It's not just that they own like the hockey team here or the arena. I think Rogers Arena or something like that. They also have like, you know, businesses around the city. So they're, you know, they have a decent amount of money.
Yeah.
So we already have the money, you know, to buy the team. So why not just
It's Vancouver Heights, man. We have a very high expenses, so
Yeah.
the ticket is gonna be nothing for the Vancouver Heights.
exactly. So like, you know, I think it'll be so important to have another one in Canada. Just in terms of like the global reach now,
Yeah.
right? You know, we have a lot of international, you know, names now coming up, like the face of the league, Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
They're international now. You
Yeah.
can't just keep sticking to the USA.
Yeah. And I mean, they saw how it worked with Toronto. Toronto is like a good team, a good franchise.
Yep.
They even won a championship.
Yep.
So it's time to get another team, especially outside the USA. I think Vancouver is the best spot to get another one. Yeah.
And there's already a lot of like evidence that it will be successful.
Yes.
So like the WNBA,
Mm-hmm.
then we had that like other podcast talking about like the WNBA team here. You know, it was successful. It was sold out. Now they have a regular game happening here. So again, there's evidence. Now it will be, you know, a really good place to have another NBA team.
And not just that, the NBA games, preseason games here
Yep.
are also sold out.
Yep.
So there's a lot of evidence.
A lot. There's already a lot of evidence.
Yeah,
And you can say that if you do it on another team that has like a lot of sold out stuff. But again, you need to diversify. I feel like in the business perspective, I'm looking at it like business perspective.
Yeah.
It's so much better to just diversify
Yeah.
like your overall global reach. And like, you know, I know they have like deals right now with like I don't know, like Sportsnet or whatever, TSN. I don't know what their new deals are, but that's the thing. If you're gonna have, you have a lot of people complaining that they can't watch, like if you're from Canada, like something like that. Now if you have another team here, you can have more connection with like, you know, all the different broadcasts. I'm not entirely sure how that all works, but I just feel like it's so much better to kind of like have more connections rather than just sticking to the same city and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and let's kind of like backtrack a bit. Why are we doing this? One of the other reasons too, we said when we were playing basketball, was there isn't really a Filipino podcaster
True.
doing something like. I mean, there are, I would say, parang social media influencers that are Filipino that are talking about basketball. There are some. I think I don't know their names, to be honest. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
Is there isn't a community per se that are kind of like welcoming to new people watching NBA, and you know that again. So why? I don't know if I told you this, but I want it to be more educational per se, because one of the many things I want to do is become a teacher. Right? You know, I have experience teaching, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, I kind of want to make a YouTube channel where we talk about insights where people can learn, because you know I want to teach people like all this new stuff. Right? And you and me, we learn from each other, and we want other people to learn too. But the Filipino community thing, there isn't really anyone. Do you know anyone?
Not really. I don't know. And I've been kind of looking for like a space where like all Filipinos can gather around, you know, just talk like tropas, you know, magto-tropas, and just talk about hoops. And
well, there's also not in the NBA sphere, NBA world.
Yeah, mostly like local Filipino stuff in the Philippines, PBA. Yeah.
But like what I mean is like there, like in the NBA, you know, bubble circle.
Yeah.
There's no two cousins, two interns that are talking basketball hoops. Yeah, it's such a different perspective. So I think that's why whenever we doing this stuff, we said like there's no point of scripting everything out. Let's just have points. Let's just be authentic. And like let's literally fight our kind of like side of things, and that's why we wanted to do a special pod where we just have like two different, you know, perspectives. So watch for that other segment.
Yes, sir.
But you know, there no two cousins. There's no Filipino community, that kind of stuff. So let's start our own.
And if there are, you know, like some YouTubers out there or podcasters that talk about basketball and NBA and Filipino hoops, we should collaborate.
Reach out to us, man. Like
we should collaborate. Speaking of collaboration, man.
Yeah, speaking of collaboration, you know, we have some exciting stuff happening soon.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't know if we should talk about it now.
We'll wait.
We'll wait. We have,
keep it on the side.
We have some future collaboration with, you know, some important Filipino.
Yeah. I think that's important. You know, collaborating and building a community.
Exactly.
For us Filipinos. Yeah.
And yes, we're talking about like, hey, we want to have a Filipino community. We are talking in English because we also want, you know, other people to kind of like be part of this.
Because, you know, a lot of Filipinos that are born here cannot speak Tagalog too. Yeah. So it's important to like embrace them and welcome them to this family.
That's the other reason we are speaking more in English per se. But yeah, that's basically, I guess, the main things.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
why are we doing this? And it's just doing this stuff is just so like it's so fun.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
that's the
easy,
main
it's
thing.
fun.
Yeah, it's easy, it's fun. And again, like we wanted to hear this stuff from another YouTuber, and that's why we're doing this. Basically it. But the main thing is we want to have our own team here.
We want the real Grizzlies.
We want the real Grizzlies. That's right.
Where the
And
the Grizzlies belong,
exactly.
Not where in other city where there actually aren't any Grizzlies, Bears. So
Exactly. What the hell?
come on now, man.
You know,
I don't
Grizzlies.
know, man.
We need to have our own team here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you are watching this, it's your first time watching. If you think your city deserves this, let us know in the comments and why your team deserves it. But I think we really need that Vancouver. Ooh, I think it's gonna catch up, but we're in Richmond, so we're hearing airplanes stuff. So yeah,
I think that's it.
that's it.
Pero
So-
mga insons, don't forget to
Yes,
subscribe, join the pamilya, like, share to your lolos, right?
Yeah, the more you guys watch, the more you guys subscribe, the more you can, we can have all this special, episode, this special pod, right?
sir.
So I think just keep watching. There's gonna be a lot of exciting stuff. We have a lot of plans in the future. Maybe we'll do another pod. Maybe just talking about like our
Who
plans.
knows, man? Who
Yeah.
knows?
Who knows? But yeah, what do we say in this pod, Dan?
Yes, sir. Thank you, mga insons. But insons out. Thank you, mga insons, for watching another Insons Out of Basketball. If you want more cousin talks,
Subscribe to be part of our Hoop family. If you want more crazy takes, click on this next video.